Hey Aries, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your love reading for May 21 through 25. And we're calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And we're calling in Archangel Gabriel. And this is for anyone with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. So what we're going to do is look at your love situation. We're going to look at your energy, Aries. We're going to look at the energy of the person you're thinking of. We're going to look at the energy that connects the two of you together during these few days. And then we're going to look at energy that perhaps you don't see coming. So here is the energy of the situation. Here is your energy, Aries. Here is the energy of the person you are thinking of. The energy that connects the two of you at this time, and energy that you don't see coming. We're going to clarify, and then we're also going to ask the romance oracle for some advice. So let's take a look at the situation, Aries. Here is some fast moving, this might even be some kind of a conflict, but there maybe was an argument. Somebody came in thinking that they were talking the truth, but in actuality they didn't know the whole truth, or they didn't know the whole purpose, or they didn't have all the information. And this is love related. This is about somebody's heart. It's almost like somebody rushed in before they knew their true feelings. And oh, Aries, this King of Pentacles reversed may have not been what you were expecting, or there's some kind of energy around being really, I'm hearing somebody saying they're self-deprecating or self-defeating, but they might be doing this with some kind of a manipulative spin for some reason. Like they're saying that so it looks like they're trying to put you in the power position, but in actuality, they're the ones who are trying to manipulate and control the situation. Whew. Okay, so let's take a look at your energy, Aries. Your energy is like, okay, I realize that on the table there's something that perhaps needs to be walked away from, but I'm not emotionally ready to just like pick up and leave. I am doing this slowly and methodically. I'm really thinking this out. This also could be I'm thinking about how to leave this situation, and maybe I don't want to be abrupt about it, or I maybe even don't even want to make it look like I'm leaving. I just kind of want to. This is saying I'm also having a hard time knowing what my responsibilities are to this person. Knowing if you like, do you owe them another chance? You could be telling me that, Aries, or you could be telling me that that's how you feel your other person is. But this is your energy, not wanting to walk away just yet, wanting to possibly fix things, work on things. And this is even maybe just feeling like you have more responsibility about someone else's feelings, taking responsibility for someone else's feelings. When in actuality, there's some manipulative energy happening here. Here is your person. Here's the person that you're thinking about. And here they are coming in again as masculine energy, but the King of Swords, this can be kind of cold energy, or it's communicative energy, but maybe, wow, I'm even hearing soulless, like it's not emotional. And this person is like, it's like they're not talking about the future in an emotional way, they're talking about the future in more of a logistical way. And they're also kind of like perhaps laying down the law. This is what's going to happen. This is what's not going to happen. Like, this is what I'm cutting out of my life that doesn't serve me. I almost feel like there seems to be some kind of, well, I'm hearing display of aggression. Let's say the energy that connects the two of you. with all of that, what connects the two of you is complete emotional fulfillment, or at least this is what both of you are wanting. You have in your mind visualizing this complete emotional fulfillment. This is also kind of like this utopia. You want perfection or this ideal way of looking at things. Let's do a little clarifying before we get to the energy that's coming toward you. Yeah. And I'm going to use this Lenormand deck. So Aries, let's clarify this situation. This possibly getting involved in a love situation without knowing everything. And there is this manipulative energy that kind of sounds like I'm being self-deprecating to try to, yeah, it's manipulative. It's like I'm trying to make you feel like you are in the power position, but in actuality, I'm manipulating you and I'm in control. Here is the key to everything. This is the key to all the knowledge. So if you felt like you have been manipulated or that somebody is being manipulated, the truth is coming forward. Like you have the information that you need about this. And here is somebody who is saying they're loyal and committed, that love is what is keeping them in this. Love is what is keeping them together in this. Okay. And here's the Sith. So this is harvesting. Literally, and in this case, sometimes this can mean cutting things off. It can mean the end of something, but the harvest, it's like reaping what you sow. It's like getting all of the fruits from the labor. And I feel like this is you really being able to use all the knowledge that you gain from this situation, Aries. It's like this situation at hand is pretty layered. It has a lot of things going on in it with this manipulation. Like, I just want to ask, what's up with the manipulation? Why is there so much manipulation? Like, what it feels like is just a whole bunch of programming learned. It's like this is how they learned to maneuver their relationships. Yeah. It's like, okay, I'm just going to say this, Aries, it's like somebody's got a bunch of lies going on in their head, different stories that they're trying, like different plates spinning, but all these different plates are different stories. And it's like they learned how to keep all of this together. Yeah, it just feels like they're feeding you some lines. Okay, so let's continue this clarification. I actually want to clarify this, the energy that keeps you together, the energy that connects the two of you. And right now it's like, oh, we have the same way of looking at this ideal situation. And yeah, here are the mice. The mice are kind of about deterioration. So I get the feeling that you might find that what you thought was holding you together at the beginning is not like it's not what this person may have said that's what they wanted, this ideal family life. But what you're recognizing and realizing and getting all the knowledge on about is that maybe they just said that because that's like the story that they like to tell, but perhaps they're not. They're saying they want that, but their actions don't follow through with that. And I feel like you're figuring that out in the next couple of days. If you haven't already, it's like more is coming to light here. So you're like, I'm not ready to move forward yet, but I'm listening to my friends and I'm listening to the things that are going on around me. And I'm trying to be methodical and figuring out what the truth is. And maybe I'll just take a little trip to clear my head is what your energy is saying, Aries. And maybe just get some space so that I don't feel so responsible. Like, get some space so I can really feel what my actual responsibilities are for the energy going on here. Here is the cat. It's like definitely doing some self-care and putting yourself first before putting others first. And even needing some space to do that, because I feel like being with this person isn't allowing you to really take care of yourself energetically. Let's look at this person. Oh my gosh. Aries, who are you dealing with? This King of Swords. Huh. Could very well be a child. This King of Swords might be acting like a child. Let's talk about what's coming on into the future. This is like, you know, wishful thinking, idealist thinking. I do feel like this, even though it's like you're talking about this together, this person is thinking about this for themselves, their own future. What am I cutting out of my future that doesn't serve me? Because if it's something that you want, but it doesn't serve me, maybe I'll just cut that out anyway. But this is also talking about heartbreak. This person is trying so hard to protect themselves from their heart being broken. So there are a lot of dynamics going on here. And it looks like dynamics that were learned how to deal or manage people, relationships. It's pretty dysfunctional. And part of this is learned from, you know, our caretakers, parents, or whatever. But part of this is very much a defense mechanism so that they don't get hurt. Let's take a look at the energy that's coming toward you that maybe you don't see coming. So here is this need for heart healing. Here is switching channels or switching how you expend your resources on the situation or relationship. And here's divine timing. So there's some kind of, it's almost like I'm going to protect myself before something worse happens. Somebody's having some recognition about the incompatibility of what's going on here, and I feel like there's going to be some kind of decision made about not giving so much to this situation, but there's some kind of divine intervention that comes in. Let's just do a little clarification with that, Aries. This is, yeah, this is even like, this is a lucky break even. So, this is like dodging a bullet, a lucky break. Wow. This snake card is often indicative of another person involved. And here's the Tower. In Lenormand, the Tower is more so about stability than something exploding and changing and the rug being pulled out from under your feet. But here's this Wheel of Fortune and stability. So whatever happens, even if it's something that you're not necessarily, I mean, hearing about another person, I actually feel like this could be an ex person that just their energy shows up, which actually makes a lot of sense because Mercury retrograde is coming upon us. Also, that big eclipse on the 26th. But it looks like this energy is like I'm shifting my energy differently. I'm not giving perhaps this person the energy that I was giving them before, but still, this is like a lucky break. I'm saving myself from heartache. It might even be someone who decides, maybe you, Aries, you decide, okay, there's been some kind of divine intervention. Maybe this person came in from the past, you see how it's being handled, and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to step back and give you some time to work this out. And that's actually like dodging the bullet. Whew. Okay, Aries, let's ask the Romance Oracle for some advice for the next few days. unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Oh, you know, this unrequited love, it's more like you can't buy sugar at Central Hardware. It's like you can't squeeze lemonade from a turnip or whatever. Okay, release your ex. Somebody needs to release the ex. This is definitely the possible ex coming in to the mix. And one more, angels and guides. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So if you get the feeling that this is not complete or over and you feel the need to step away and just let something come full circle before you step back in, this is validation for that, Aries. All right, let me know how this resonated with you. Please like and subscribe, and I will be back in a few days. Take care, Aries. Talk to you soon.